Do you believe that a marriage minded man wants the perfect woman? You may feel like you are experiencing additional stress or pressure to become the perfect woman when you are on your dating journey. And so you may be attracting men who are not emotionally available, attracting men who are relationship minded, and you feel like you need to become another woman in order to attract a marriage minded man. And I want you to know that that is far from the truth when it comes to you feeling like you needing to become the perfect woman. Hi, my name is Erica J. Holston. I'm Coach Honey Love. I help single women as yourself to position themselves as wives, to date with a purpose, and for them to date with confidence when it comes to dating for marriage. So, I want to help you when it comes to three misconceptions that some single ladies believe. And these are things that a single woman as yourself, you can be thinking it, you can be feeling it, but you don't share it with anyone. And so if I step on your toes, you could put in the comments section, ouch. And even though you may say ouch, I want you to know that you are an overcomer, that you can get through this, and that you can attract a marriage minded man into your life. And you no longer have to believe these things when it comes to your dating journey. So, the first misconception that some single ladies believe is they have to become the perfect woman. A man wants an independent woman, and a man wants a woman who does not need them. So, if you feel like you need to again become the perfect woman, you feel like you need to act like you don't need a man for anything, or you feel like a man doesn't want to protect, provide, or pursue, again, that is far from the truth. And so a lot of single ladies go through wanting to be Miss Perfect. A lot of single ladies go through the season of, I have to be strong. I can't allow a man to see at a weak point or anything like that. I have to present my best self, and I have to be on guard when it comes to putting on a persona for a man. And so I want to help you later on in this video. So you're going to have to stick later on in this video to know some of the things that you can actually do in order for you not to feel like you need to become the perfect woman, in order for you to feel like you need to be this independent woman where you don't need a man for anything, yet you want a man for companionship. You want a man who can protect, provide, and pursue you. But if you put on this persona that I don't need a man for anything, but I just need a man only for this small part, but I have the rest. If you are dating with a purpose and marriage is your end goal, there is no way that you can go inside of a marriage and say, I only need a man for this amount when you should be going into a future marriage knowing what your marriage values are, knowing what you bring, knowing what he brings, and how the two of you can work together and how the two of you can actually become one together. The second misconception is a man only wants a sexy woman. And so, if you are a woman and you feel like you are less attractive than other women, and you compare yourself to other women, you compare your dating journey to another woman, I'm going to ask you to stop that, because when a man wants you, he wants you. When he's attracted to you, he can be attracted to the most quirkiest thing about you. He can like the way that you smile, and the way that you smile, you may not like it, but it's something about the way that you smile that gets him every time. So you don't have to think that you need to be the most attractive woman, the most sexiest woman, or you need, to lose 50 pounds before you actually meet your future husband. And that's beyond the truth again, because, sometimes as single women, you put additional stress on yourself that you don't need to. I know my mom used to tell me that my grandmother used to tell her a man will look at a woman when he is blind in one eye and can't see out the other. And so that right there helped me to have the confidence that if a man is attracted to you, he's attracted to you. And there is nothing that you can turn him off to make him less attracted to you. So if you are saying, "Oh, I need to become this woman in order to get a future husband," I want to share with you that when a man loves you, when a man likes you, he likes you for you. And it doesn't mean that you necessarily need to change for a man. If you're going to change, change out of self love, change because you actually want to change. But again, you don't necessarily need to become another woman in order to get a man. And then let's talk about when some single ladies feel like you need to compare yourself to other women. You don't have to do that, because, again, when a man is interested in you, when he is able to have engaging conversations with you, when he's able to see some of your strong characteristics, when he's able to see your fun, feminine, attractive self, there's nothing that can actually turn him off about you. So you don't need to compare yourself to other women. When you become the wife version of yourself, when you date with a purpose and you are able to grab a man's attention because he likes you for you, that right there is half of the battle. So don't put this additional stress on yourself. Don't allow yourself to get down and out or to become fearful that you need to become a different version of yourself, because when a man likes you, he likes you for you. And so I'm going to share this story about when I was a single woman. At the time, I was like almost 300 pounds. And, there were some things that I didn't like about myself. And I had actually wanted to lose weight because of health reasons. And I had wanted to do this for me. And so I actually had lost like 102 pounds. And so when I had lost 102 pounds, I did it for me. I didn't necessarily do it, so I can attract a husband material man to myself. I did it out of self love. So that is an example of doing things because you love yourself. That's an example of doing things because you want to. But, I'll say this, that when I had met my future husband, that I felt more attractive because I did something for me. I felt better about myself from the inside outward. And he was able to pick up on those things. So if you feel like, "Oh, I need to, lose 50 pounds, or I need a whole new wardrobe," I want you to know that you can actually meet your future husband when you have a t-shirt on, some jeans, and a baseball cap, and you are going out for a quick run. So stop putting this additional pressure on yourself and allow yourself to be yourself. The third misconception is that men only want single women that are mean or pushy. I'm sure if you look at some reality TV shows or you look at certain movies, you see the woman who gives the man the hardest time or who is pushy or mean to him, that makes him want her even more. And so this is a misconception because I'm going to say that I know a lot of nice women. I know a lot of women who are feminine, fun, and who know how to flirt in a gracious way in order for them to attract a marriage minded man. This is something that I teach in the Live Honey Love Dating Academy when it comes to dating with a purpose. Okay. So, you don't need to become this pushy or mean woman when it comes to dating a man and to make yourself more attractive because a marriage minded man, likes a woman who can help him by holding him accountable for his actions, for you to date a man who naturally holds himself responsible for his actions, but the way that you add value to him is by positioning yourself to be an assertive woman, by letting a man know what are your boundaries, what's acceptable, and what's not acceptable. It doesn't mean that you're a pushy or a mean woman. It just means that you know what you want, you know the boundaries that you have, and you know what you will and will not accept. That right there, when it comes to a marriage minded man, what he is going to do when you position yourself like that, what he's going to do is he's going to appreciate that you respect yourself. He's going to appreciate that you won't allow him to get over on you. And he's going to appreciate that quality in you because he knows that he won't be able to do certain things with you that he's possibly done to other women. So, when it comes to these three misconceptions, these can be things that you have believed, that you have thought, and I want you to get rid of all of these misconceptions, these thoughts, and these feelings when it comes to you dating with a purpose because you can be this fun, feminine, and gracious, flirtatious woman, but in a graceful way where you can attract a marriage-minded man into your life. So I also want to talk to you about how you could be feeling when you are on your dating journey. And one of the number one things that I know for single ladies, they feel confused, right? They feel confused because they are asking themselves, why am I not attracting a marriage minded man into my life? And you may not be attracting that type of man into your life, but I want to share with you that it can be connected to the misconceptions that you are pondering on, thinking, and feeling when it comes to, oh, I need to become this perfect woman, or men are only attracted to sexy women only, or men only want a woman who is a mean girl or a pushover. If these are things that you are thinking, not only you are thinking, but you are believing, if you are attracting those type of men into your life, or you are attracting men who are not relationship minded, or you're attracting men who are not dating with a purpose, it's because you are holding on to those misconceptions and you're thinking, like, okay, I want one thing, but I want to share with you that you're believing something else. So you have to let go of those beliefs. You have to become very clear about the things that you are thinking and that you are feeling. You have to align yourself with the things that you believe in order for you to attract the marriage minded man into your life. So, again, if you feel like you are confused why you believe that, why you are experiencing a different type of man coming into your life, but you are believing something else, you are experiencing those things because you are not aligned. So I want to challenge you to actually believe and think the things that you actually want to experience, and you can let go of the misconceptions, and you can say to yourself, I believe that God is going to send me my future husband into my life who wants me to want and need him in a good way when it comes to compatibility. Or I believe that I am going to be naturally attracted to my future husband and he's going to be attracted to me. So when you believe the things that you actually want to receive, then you're going to attract the type of man that you want in your life. The second feeling that some single women actually experience is you are frustrated. You're frustrated again because you want to become this perfect woman. You want to appear that you have it all together and you don't want to show any type of weakness when it comes to dating a man who means you some good. So you're frustrated because you feel like, oh, if I have all of these things or if I look this certain way, I'm guaranteed to have a man come into my life that's going to treat me right. But I want to share with you when it comes to being frustrated, when it comes to being the perfect woman, you don't have to be the perfect woman. See, a real man can see through that mask. A real man can see through, the way that, you are trying to so strongly hold yourself together. And here's what I mean by that. When I had met my future husband as a single woman, I didn't have my life all together. I, was working full time. I was going to school part time. And I actually, had some difficult situations that I was going through. So when we met, I was able to share certain things with him in the sense of the qualities that I could contribute to a relationship. I, was able to have surface level conversations with him until we really got to know each other. And I didn't necessarily need to put on a strong face or the strong woman type of persona, but I put on the real me. I showed up authentically like myself. And so when I found out that, he was a man that I liked and that I could trust him, and I was approved by God to allow him to be into my life, that's when I started to open up more. So I didn't go into the dating experience in the sense of I need to be this perfect woman and I need to act like I got it all together and all these things. No, like I showed up authentically myself. I had engaging conversations with him. When we would go out on dates, we would have a good time. And then, at certain stages on the dating journey and in the dating process, when we felt like, we could open up more to each other, that's something that we both did together. So, that approach really did help. And so, we didn't do any dumping on each other. We, allowed time to take its course and we didn't like rush into anything. So, when it comes to dating, many times people rush into the dating process and feel like, oh, I need to become this perfect woman. I need to show him that I got all my stuff together. And, sometimes people get on the fast track. But when you take your time, when you show up authentically like yourself, when you're able to have engaging conversations and you go through certain phases of when is a good time to have certain conversations and for you to ask certain questions and for you to know that you can actually trust the man, that he has some building qualities and that he looks like or he feels like or he's the type of man that you can grow with, then you can open up more. But by doing that, you are allowing time to take its course instead of going on the accelerated pace and just saying, oh, let's hurry up, get this over with, let me go with the flow, and let me push the times two or the times three. When again, when we were dating, I would say that, we went at a good pace. And I think that, not the slower that you go, the better it is. But I will say, when you pace yourself at a good pace, that it's going to work for your good. And then lastly, another thing that single women feel when it comes to dating and misconceptions is that you may feel misunderstood. You feel misunderstood because you feel like, you know, the nice women lose, but again, the mean girls win. And again, that's far from the truth. If you are a godly woman, you're a nice woman, you're feminine, and you carry yourself with poise, or you carry yourself in a way where you show up as a wife, if you feel like, you're misunderstood because you're such a nice woman and in the past, men have tried to take advantage of your niceness, and you want a man who knows how to treat you right. I want you to know that I can totally understand how you can feel misunderstood when, again, you are a nice woman, you want to treat everyone right, but you can actually be meeting the wrong type of man. So when it comes to a marriage minded man coming into your life, you may look at him and be like, you could be like all the rest of them. Right. But I want you to know that when your future husband comes into your life, he's going to come in for the right reasons. He's going to come in with the right motives and he is going to treat you well. So let's get into some dating tips when it comes to positioning yourself as a wife, positioning yourself to be pursued by a marriage minded man, and to encourage you to let go of those misconceptions. Number one is, again, when it comes to dating, you don't need to be perfect. Like, a man needs to feel wanted and needed by you. So if you feel like, I don't need a man for anything, I just want him for companionship, no, no, like, you really need to let a man know that he has space and room to enter into your lifestyle. If he feels like there's nothing that he can help you with, if he can't see himself with you, then he's going to back away because he feels like he's not wanted or needed by you. So when it comes to your dating journey, putting on the strong persona, saying, I don't need a man for anything, putting on, I'm Miss Perfect persona, that can actually bite you. You need to be able to position yourself to say, you know what? I am a woman. I'm a wife material woman. and I want God to send me my future husband. And so when it comes to a man coming into your life, a man needs to know that he is wanted and needed by you. And this is one of the things that I teach in a Honey Love Dating Academy, is to how to let a man know that he is wanted or needed by you, because it's possible to communicate to a man that he is wanted and needed by you, right? So if you want to join the Honey Love Dating Academy, you can actually join the Honey Love Dating Academy by going to the website below and joining the Honey Love Dating Academy in order for me to help teach you what it is that you need to do to position yourself as a wife, and to position yourself to the point to where a man knows that he is wanted and needed by you. Okay. So then here's my second tip when it comes to your dating journey is that, again, a man will be attracted to you organically because he sees something special about you. He sees the way that you carry yourself. He likes the way that you have conversations. So you don't need to change who you are. Like, you can show up authentically yourself. You don't have to compare yourself to other women. But a man is going to be attracted to you because he likes you. There's something special about you. There's something that God has drawn him to you, and is something within you that he won't be able to get enough of. So when you are able to show a man the type of qualities that you can offer to him, when it comes to you letting him know what you can contribute as far as a relationship, a courtship, and a possible future marriage, you are going to show him that he can't get enough of you. So he's going to be attracted to you. There's going to be something within your eyes that draws him to you. There's going to be something as far as like the way that you ask him questions, the way that you make him feel. And let's talk about this. A lot of women sometimes don't know how to showcase the qualities that they can let a man know the value that they bring. And some women don't know how to make a man feel connected to them. And so, again, join the Honey Love Dating Academy in order for you to know how to make a man feel connected to you, how to showcase off your qualities with a man in order for you to be irresistible. And I'm not talking about trapping a man, I'm talking about you showcasing who you are, you showcasing the value that you bring, and you simply can do it by the way you have conversations, by the way that you organically connect with him, and by the way that you carry yourself. I done said too much, but let's move on to our last tip. And that is that, again, you don't need to be a mean woman. You can be an assertive, likable, respectable woman. And you can actually, if you see something about a man that you don't like, and you want to have a conversation with him about something that he said or that he did, and it's something that you don't want to sweep under the rug, but you want to talk to him about it because he may have said something or done something that got up under your skin, and you feel the need that you need to talk to him about it. You don't need to be mean about it. You don't need to be pushy about it, but there is a certain way that you can be assertive about it, and for you to communicate to him that you have boundaries, and you can, use certain tools, certain communication tools, in order for him hopefully not to be offended, in order for him to feel like you have his best interest, and for him to feel like, you know what, she's really trying trying to connect with me. And in this moment, I feel like she's trying to help me because, there's nothing worse than a woman who's nagging. There's nothing worse than a woman who tries to emasculate a man and make him feel less than a man. And so those type of women, that might work temporarily, but for the long haul, it can actually push a man away from them. But as Coach Honeylove in the Honeylove Dating Academy with our live master classes, I teach single women as yourself how to draw a man in and to make him want more, and for you to be able to create a conversation that is nurturing, that is respectable, and that makes him feel like you have his best interest. So when it comes to these tips, remember, a man always needs to feel wanted and needed by you. Remember, you don't have to change anything about yourself in order for you to be more attractive. If you're going to change anything about yourself, change because you want to change. Don't change just to get a man, but change because you love yourself and you want to change. And then lastly, remember, you don't need to be this mean, pushy woman, but you can be a woman that is attractive, that is assertive, and that you can let a man know that you have his best interest. So I'm going to invite you to join the Honey Love Dating Academy in order for you to learn more wife tools and dating tools to attract a marriage minded man into your life so you can start seeing better results, right? So you can stop being confused, so you can stop being frustrated, so you can stop feeling like you are misunderstood by the wrong man and you wanting to attract a marriage minded man who can come into your life where he understands you, he gets you, and that you can actually have a dating experience where friendship can actually be built from the beginning. That's like one of my sayings is that when you're able to have a conversation with the man and you feel like you can actually build a friendship with him, listen, that is something that money cannot buy, right? So my name is Erica J. Holston. I am Coach Honeylove. Again, I help single women position themselves as wives to date with a purpose and for them to authentically connect with a man with having likable and loving conversations. So if you want to join, go to honeylovedatingacademy.com and I would love to connect with you and for us to help you attract a marriage-minded man in your life. I hope that you have a wonderful day and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.